Randy sat alone in the living room, the dim light glowing dimly in the corners of his comfortable room. Even though it is in an elite housing complex, there is one house that gives goosebumps every time you pass the path that leads to it. Former Suicide House. As the neighbor on the right side of the haunted house, Randy is often a silent witness to unnatural events. Every night he heard the haunting sound of footsteps, and sometimes the unforgettable sound of sobbing. One dark night, Randy remembered the sound of a woman crying so sadly, filling the silence of the night in a complex that should be full of peace. Often, Randy saw a black shadow walking in the corridor of the house through his bedroom window. An intangible shadow, but clear enough to give the impression of an uninvited presence. In the middle of the silent night, he often found the doors in the house moving by themselves, as if an invisible presence was looking for something. The gripping story reached its peak when Randy witnessed an apparition that made him feel extraordinary fear. One night he saw a woman with long, wet hair covering her face, walking dazedly in the yard of the house. Randy was stunned. His eyes couldn't blink. Without a word, the woman walked up to Randy's window and looked straight at him. Randy felt the cold air piercing his bones as the woman's hoarse voice echoed in his head.
Help me! Don't leave me alone!
Trembling, Randy saw the woman just disappear, leaving the silence of the night. Randy tried to find all information about the house, and Randy discovered that the house was once inhabited by a widow who was abandoned by her husband. His life full of suffering made him end his life in a tragic way, hanged himself in his bedroom. Since then, the house has been a silent witness to a dark story that never stops. Randy was trapped in a fear that constantly haunted him, but he couldn't forget the woman's voice asking for help. Even though every night is haunted by frightening events, Randy is determined to provide peace to the lost spirit. Maybe, one day, he can help her find the peace she has been searching for. The moral message we can take away is, let's not give up easily, because we have God as a place to complain and ask for help. Thank you for watching this scary story. Don't forget to like and press the subscribe button. See you again in the next scary story.